Okay.
May I have some?
Yes, Dr. Woodhouse.
Thank you so much, and I probably need to keep my mask on, right? Okay. But Dr. Haynes, Dr. Smith, and even Dr. Woods, who was a part of this, with all of the board's staff and Dr. Smith's staff and high school staff also. One of my greatest concerns when I ran for school board was the dropout rate, along with the accreditation and the suspension rate. And I must say that that this school system has come a long ways, and we are blessed to have someone of Dr. Smith's caliber and his initiative, and to motivate the teachers, the principals, the board members, staff members rather, and even our students. We can say that we're one of the greatest school systems in Virginia. I'll say in Virginia and abroad. And so I want to say thank you so much for your hard work, for your dedication, and I'm praying that you will be blessed tremendously for all of your hard work, and that you will look at yourselves and say, look what we have accomplished through the grace of God. God bless you.
Thank you, Dr. Woodhouse. Very well said. Any other board members?
Chairwoman, sure.
Yes, Mr. Samuels.
Say just one thing. And in reference to the accomplishments, mind you, this was accomplished during a pandemic.
Absolutely.
And I can speak from a perspective as a parent, seeing my daughter, who is the member of the class of 2021 for 16 months, not able to experience teaching and learning in the classroom setting and in person, and having to do this virtually with a monitor, and seeing the compassion that the teachers expressed through that monitor, ensuring that not only my child was engaged, but also other students within her classroom were engaged. And I also observed how supportive the children were of each other, where if a child was experiencing some deficit in an area, I personally saw where either my daughter would pick up the phone and call that other student, or if Alana was experiencing some deficit in math or so, Malcolm Richardson would call, and that is Dr. Richardson's son, would call Alana and say, let's work through this. And that is, as Dr. Smith alluded or shared when we first interviewed him in 2015, the systems approach. It requires us to be working from a place of strength to support each other. And that vision that Dr. Smith has are shared with us in 2015-2014 school year about that systems approach and working from places of strength has now flowed down even to the students, where they are supporting each other to make sure that they pull each other up instead of tearing each other apart. And I so appreciate the experience that not only my child had, but also the other students. For example, and I know the president of Thomas Nelson is here, and Dr. Tawana, and also the experience that my child has through the virtual learning at Thomas Nelson, which basically strengthened her experience in the teaching and learning. So Dr. Smith, not just within the school community, but also extending your vision outwards to our local community college and so forth, to make sure that our students are not only life and career ready when they leave our walls or leave our virtual screen. And I just want to express my sincere appreciation to everyone, and I'm not going to exclude my man, Dr. John Caggiano, Director of Curriculum. he deserved accolades also because as he was an instrumental part of designing that curriculum. So Dr. Caggiano, Dr. C, much respect to you, man, for working along with Dr. Haynes and so forth to making this a reality. So thank you all so much. And I know I was long-winded, but I had to say thank you all.
Thank you, Mr. Samuels. No, you know, when you're telling the truth, you can be long-winded. And that was awesome. And I'm so glad that you mentioned that it was during a pandemic, because generally what people were offering up during a pandemic were excuses. And we didn't do that. And not only did we meet the charge, we exceeded the charge. So I think that is, again, just phenomenal. Any other board members have any other comments?
And just to say, certainly, I know that the administrators and staff will also join the superintendent in acknowledging the strength of our board, and to say that we greatly appreciate your leadership. You cannot accomplish this without the support and the excellent leadership of a school board. So, Madam Chair, members of the board, we want to also thank you for the strong leadership of this particular board. Thank you so very much.
Thank you. We appreciate that. Now we're going to